Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is another lovely day. It's Monday. Time to thank the Lord that we're alive, and it's time to wake up this Monday morning. So what I do is I'm 50. I'm 50 plus. I find it hard to get up in the morning, so just a few basic exercises to get me ready to start the day. So it does just like bends and stretching just to get my arms and legs mobile. And when you get to my age, they do start to go a bit rusty, your parts. So and what I find hard at my age is bending. Bend it down. Just to get a bit flexible. Alexa, what's the time, please?
It's 7:48 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Monday the 25th of April.
And Alexa, the weather. Alexa, the weather.
In Rochester, it's 7 degrees Celsius with cloudy skies. Today, you can expect partly sunny weather with a high of 14 degrees and a low of 4 degrees.
Not only is it important to keep your body in good physical health as you get older, it's also paramount that you keep your mind fit and your mind active. So I watch a lot of quizzes, I do crosswords, and I keep my brain active. And I suffer from chronic pain. It's not actually, I do get pain in my body, but it's mainly in my face and my jaw. So I have to keep my mind off my pain on a daily basis. So I have to distract myself from the pain, which can be extremely difficult from outside and even inside noises. And people have a lack of understanding. They can't see past their own nose. They don't care about anything that's not in their own vicinity, and they don't seem to bother about anybody else. They don't worry about if they're hurting or affecting anybody else. They're only interested in themselves. That is the case with a lot of smokers and drug users. They only care about themselves. They don't care if they're affecting somebody else, and they are with their smoke. They are affecting somebody else, but they don't care. So you've got to guard yourself against other people as well, because they don't understand. I won't say they don't care, they don't understand that what they're doing affects other people. So you have to just to see past that and just keep yourself going. When I first got diagnosed with facial pain, I couldn't deal with it. I was screaming, I was banging my head against the walls, I was going to the doctors every 5 minutes. Then when I found out there was no actual cure for it, and I had to start dealing with the pain and the issues myself. So that's what I do now. It's taken years. I was first diagnosed with atypical facial pain in 2015. It was first diagnosed with trigeminal neuralgia, atypical trigeminal neuralgia. It's one of the worst pains you can ever imagine. So anybody that laughs at it and mocks it, it's not nice. It is called the suicide disease. It is excruciating. I can only manage to get through the day with taking a load of painkillers. So sometimes I appear a bit wobbly and dizzy and full of brain fog. That is because I've taken painkillers to deal with the pain. So I'm now finding that people don't understand. They say, why give me a bit of freedom from my pain, a bit of distraction, that's fair enough. But if you're going to muck about and be stupid and act like these silly people, because I'm not ugly, I'm not fat, I've had a lot of misfortune in my life and a lot of pain, and I'm trying by myself, because nobody else seems to give a damn, to help make my life more bearable. So last night I walked past a guy in a long coat, a long white coat with bright blue hair, and he looked like he was by himself. So he was walking where that bloke walked from, where he met me from the co-op. So this guy with bright blue hair and a long white coat, like one of my sons wears a long coat. He's obviously got short hair and he wears a long coat sometimes. So this boy with bright blue hair and shiny white teeth appears out of nowhere, smiles with his gleaming white teeth, looks like he's coming towards me, and then this girl with glasses and a lot younger and dark hair bounds over to him. What looks like she's wearing a dressing gown. She's got shorts on and it's cold outside, really shorts on and like a top with a hood. That didn't bother me. You know, I'm not that desperate to meet someone. Believe you me, I'm not. I'm quite happy by myself. When you live with pain, when someone comes into your life, that's added pressure. So I'm really not bothered. So I carried on walking around the field. There was a few people on the field last night walking around, and it was cold. It's cold. It's not really warm at the moment. Came back, and my neighbours to the left of me were smoking cannabis on their balcony. Smoking it. And it wafted over up my nose, and I only need to get one waft of cannabis. I only need to get one waft of cannabis, and that's me gone for the evening. And it made me feel sick, ill, and I almost passed out on the sofa. I was just walking up. He had been walking with the black dog around the Common Creek Wharf, so they knew I was outside. Came back, and there was a breeze of cannabis went up my nose from the left. So I shut all the windows, and of course, you know, when you've got pain, you get pain in the bridge of your nose and your cheeks, so I had to shut all the windows. I then went into Anne Dragoyne's live chat. I went into Anne Dragoyne's live chat, which was 8 o'clock last night, and she has a quiz night, and I love quizzes, so I sat down and I listened to the quiz, and she mentioned Prince Charles, liked Diana Ross and the Supremes. Prince Charles was mentioned in that chat room, and then I say good evening because I like Anne. I think she's a very good conversationalist. I like the quizzes, and when the chat room's pleasant, it's very good. So I listened, carried on listening, and then the Carry On films were mentioned, you know, with Barbara Windsor in, and she mentioned Charles Hawtrey. So Charles Hawtrey, and said that he wasn't a very pleasant man, Charles Hawtrey. So Anne's met some really famous people. Very lucky to as well. She's met some very famous people as Anne. And can I say, when If other people don't like them, that's not my fault. So I'm at home. I haven't got kids. I don't take kids to school. I'm by myself. I live by myself. My kids have grown up a long time ago. I've got my lovely 2 cats to look after, and my lovely dog, which I will be taking out later. It is cooler today. Doesn't seem that warm. And as you can see, I've got my Puma black t-shirt on. I don't drive. I walk most places or use public transport. If I could drive, I would be driving my dog to Capstone Park or somewhere like that, because that's a beautiful place to go and take kids or animals for a walk around.